Hey good people, welcome back to Beauty and the Frizz. My name is Cara. Whether you're new or returning, thank you so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for another edition of the Makeup Protection Program, as well as Mimosas and Makeup. I know I look a little bit low, but I got a new tripod and it's super high up, but I kind of like this for right now. I'm going to continue to play with the setup, and I also got two new lights. So I feel like it's the YouTuber struggle, but yeah, just let me know what you're thinking. We'll work it out. But we're going to go through all the new makeup releases, and I'm going to be doing this in a little bit of a different format. So I'll explain all of that. And it's not set in stone, but just some thoughts that I was having. And we'll get into all that after the intro. But if you'd like to comb through all the new makeup releases with me, keep watching this video. Let me know what you think. And if makeup is your therapy and your love, if it makes you happy and you want to hang out with someone that feels the same way, definitely consider joining the community. You know I'd love to have you back. All right, let's get started. So how are you? I am doing okay. Yesterday, or was it the day before? Thursday, I went into work and just started feeling like a cold was coming on. And then yesterday I did go to work, but I was feeling a little man down. This morning, like, I'm feeling pretty good. Just a little congestion up here. The boys had a karate tournament today called the Shiai. They didn't win any medals, but I was so proud of them for participating and just giving it their all. I know August was a little nervous because there were so many people there. One of the things that really amazed me, and didn't amaze me at the same time, was how the children sat for that hour and a half while the kids did their different, the tournament, because it was like brackets, and the kids sat there. And so there's no excuse, especially in the school system, to say kids can't sit or kids can't be engaged. We are not setting the expectation, because there was a wide range of children in the Shiai today, and they sat beautifully. We don't expect them to. I'm so tired of hearing teachers need to be more engaged, and I can shuck and jive and do a dog and pony show to keep everybody's attention and compete with technology. But when I went there today, I mean, those kids sat and watched. They were respectful. They were not antsy. There's just a discipline and an expectation that's set in the dojo, and that is the same expectation that we need to have in school, or whatever the expectations are. We have to stop saying kids can't, because they can. Believe me, they can. Even Marky, who at home constantly rocking, stimming, there was none of that, because he was around other children that were exhibiting a certain behavior. So some of the stuff is just imitation. We have to stop selling these kids short. Stop saying they can't when they really can. That's my little teacher moment. I just had to have that, because that really moved me. And after Marky did his sparring, the sensei was just like, because Marky has come such a long way in karate. I was proud of August too. I know he was a little nervous, so kudos to all those children that participated in the Shiai today. I was just so impressed and proud. Okay, so let's move on to why this video is happening today versus yesterday. So on Fridays, I love to come home and film. In the evenings, I usually like to have some wine and just look through my Instagram feed and just see what's happening. I do pay attention throughout the week. Jamie and I talk all day long. Like when I have a chance on my break, things like that, we talk all day long about makeup releases, and I'm kind of keeping my eye on things. But usually when I sit down on Friday, it's the first time that I'm really just sitting and scrolling and looking and seeing what's come out. And this video is one of the ones I love filming the most, but it is always the video that takes me the longest to edit. It takes me a long time. Usually I get up early on Saturday, and between breakfast and getting the boys together and anything else I have to do, it takes me like 3 hours to edit the video with the screenshots, or not the screenshot, but the screen recording, making sure everything all matches up. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but the video is taking a long time to edit. Lately, I've been looking at my makeup release videos, and they have been so long. over an hour for some of them. And, you know, I love that Jamie posts all that she posts because she is giving something for everyone. We have indie, mainstream, completely new brands. We have luxury, we have fragrance, and we have every aspect of the makeup life here, drugstore. So I love it. But I think that, yesterday, I would say I got to a point, first of all, I wasn't feeling well. And there were so many releases and I kept scrolling up like, oh my gosh, there's more, there's more. Okay, there's even more. And while I was excited to talk about everything, I had this overwhelming feeling like, wait, I don't really necessarily have to talk about every single thing. And I know y'all know this, but this is just the thought process that was going on in my head. And I know that Jamie doesn't expect me to talk about every single thing. You know what I'm saying? So these are just demands and pressures that I put on myself for no reason. It's me doing it. And then I'm like, oh, if I skip this, this might be something that someone is interested in, and I do want to be informative. There's a lot of fragrance lately, a lot of skincare things I'm not really interested in. And I was like, you know, I have to find the happy medium with this because I also don't want to feel overwhelmed by all the newness that's coming out. At one point early in my makeup life, I thought that the releases were going to slow down. And 4 years later, almost 4 years later, I'm realizing not only is it not slowing down, it's speeding up. It's getting worse. And the whole reason that I did the priority brands video that my friend Jamie did last year, and well, I think we did it at the end of last year and then at the end of 2022, the reasons that we did that video is to kind of keep that focus. And I know someone could be watching this like, wow, y'all are really like looking hard into this makeup. But when it's something that you're passionate about, be it makeup or anything, all of it becomes important. But we have to be able to, I have to be able to cipher through this in a better way. And I just don't want to feel inundated with all the new releases. I want to be able to be like, okay, Pat, like this is not, I don't want to say not worth my time, but like we don't even have to give a lot of thought to this. And I hope that makes sense. So I was trying to figure it out. I mean, I love talking about the eyeshadow palettes, lipsticks, all that. I do like talking about fragrances, even though I really don't need to buy any fragrances right now. I do like looking at notes and seeing what's coming out. I like to be aware of what's happening, you know, in the streets. And there are some skincare things that I do think are worth mentioning, but we don't have to do it all. And I damn sure I'm not getting rid of things that need to leave. If I see any of that, we are going to talk about it, okay? So that's where I'm at. And when I woke up, Jamie sent me a text like, why don't you pick like maybe your top 10 launches that you saw this week, maybe 5 fragrances, 5 skincare, something like that. And we just cut it down a little bit. Maybe some things that need to leave. You know, I'm going to play around with this and see what works, but I'm also not trying to hold y'all up either. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's some eye-catching things that we need to talk about, and we need to keep it pushing. So, because I just don't want all the attention. I mean, here's the deal. We come to YouTube for reviews. We come to YouTube for new things. I come to YouTube for reviews of things that I want to buy. That's why we're here, but it's not the only reason why we're here. So that's what I'm going to try to do today. I'm going to try to do 10 makeup releases. And this is going to be hard because once I decide to do this, I haven't chosen the 10. That's the thing, I don't want to choose them ahead of time. I want to scroll and figure it out while we're doing a video because I really don't want it to be super calculated. I don't, because that's the fun of this type of video. I just think it was just dragging out, and that's where we've got to kind of hone in a little bit. I do want to choose 5 fragrances and 5 skincare. So all in all, maybe we'll talk about 20 things instead of 40 or however many. I do still want to go through at the end, see if Trend Mood or Chic Profile or Point Click Vibes has anything else to offer that maybe Jamie didn't post. And that's it. So let me know what you think about that. You know, once you watch this video, I'm just trying to take a new direction with it. But I love hearing people talk about new makeup releases. It's very fun. So I'm not trying to take the fun out of it. So don't think that's happening. I might feel like that today a little bit just because I don't know. I was just really overwhelmed last night and I was like, and I wasn't feeling well. And maybe I shouldn't have filmed in the first place, but I'm really glad I did. I'm glad that I got to that point of frustration because I think it's going to lead to creating better makeup release content. And so sometimes you have to get to that feeling for change to happen, and that's outside of makeup as well. So I'm going to move over and we're going to get into this. Please let me know how you're doing in the comment section or the chat. It's a dreary day here, but it did stop raining, and I really have the rest of the day to just kind of do whatever I want to do some schoolwork, maybe take a walk. Since it stopped raining, I would love to take a walk. I'm like addicted to walking now, so that's what I think my plan is going to be, and figure out something good to eat for dinner. So let me scoot over and we'll get the screen record up. We are going to be starting with what I purchased. Let's do that because I made 2 purchases this week. Well, one purchase I made last week, but it arrived this week. So, and it's Jammy's fault. So stay tuned for Jammy made me buy it. This is the Esom No. 3 Harmony palette. I have never tried Esom, and I never heard of Esom until I was watching Alicia Archer. I did watch her video. It wasn't for this palette because this is brand new, but I watched her video of one of the older palettes, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this palette a try. Jammy really raves about them, and I do trust her judgment and her opinion. So what I love about this is, of course, the layout, the convenience of it. It is a small palette and just the gradients are beautiful. I'm hearing nothing but good things about the matte formula, or the formula in general. And then what you do is you just slide this piece out. And I was hoping my Cleona shades would be able to fit in something like this, but they're too wide. But if you want to reorder the shades in the palette, you don't even need like a toothpick or anything like that. You can just push the shade up with your finger, which this is super convenient. So you don't have to have that, and you can switch these up. So I love that. They do have shade names here. So really excited to get into using this palette. For people that travel a lot, and I know that Jammy does, this is gonna be perfect. And you can just do some different looks with this, bring some singles with you, or if you have one of the Esom Shimmer palettes, you can just bring one of those and you can have a lot of different looks. So really excited, y'all, to try Esom Cosmetics. It was not on my priority brands or even a brand that I was curious about. The brand that I was the most curious about was Byredo. And well, I tried the little Byredo palette and was not impressed. I really didn't like it, but I am still looking to see if they're gonna do a big palette this year. All right, the next thing that I purchased, and I'm gonna put my screen record on for this, but I did purchase something from Selfridges, not something, some things. So I saw that they had the Dior Forever Natural Bronze Glow Limited Edition Bronzer. Who knew they were $58? So I will only be purchasing one. And when they come to the US, they're going to be more expensive. The reason that I purchased from Selfridges is because I do have the free shipping over 100. So when I do purchase from Selfridges, I make the order worth the shipping. So the price is cheaper. There are, you know, the taxes and duties, but it still came out to be cheaper. I did purchase the Dior Forever Glow Star Filter. I got the shade 3N, and then the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in the shade Bronze. I did look at a bunch of reviews, including Charlotte Holcroft, who really loved the deep bronze glow. She really loved that more than the light ones. And Sophia C's Beauty, she did the Glow Maximizer in bronze. I really liked the pigment. My friend Sonia on YouTube here, she also had the Dior Forever Glow Maximizer in bronze. So saw some reviews on these, and this is what I settled on. So I'm really excited about these two purchases, and I will have videos coming soon. All right, let us get on to Jamie's page. Let's go ahead and get on to Jamie's page, and I'm gonna go ahead and cipher through these, and I'm gonna try to pick 10 10 releases. This is gonna be tough, but this is what I need to do. And it may not be exact, but let's do makeup first. I want to start with the NYX Matte Butter Melt Bronzer. I think these are going to be really nice. It says it blends like powder and glides like butter for a sun-soaked bronze all year round and all day long. I really like the tones of these. They're almost blushy in a way. And I really was looking at the bottom row here. The only thing that kind of had me when I looked at this last night when I filmed, the bottom row second to the end. That's the one that I was really interested in. But when I saw the swatches, I was like, no, I don't want that for a bronzer. It's way too red. So I would really like to take a look at these in person. Particularly for me, I'm thinking 5 or 6 maybe. So maybe 4 or 5 actually. They look really pigmented and they're $10. So let me know what you think. It says that they're infused with mango butter, shea butter, and almond butter, and they last up to 12 hours. So I think I'm gonna try to look at these in store. Let me know your thoughts. Actually, I'm not going to look at them in store because they're available for pre-order on Amazon. I'm sure that eventually these will come to Ulta, but let me know in some, other places. But let me know your thoughts on the NYX Buttermelt Bronzers. It looks like a nice release for the summertime. All right, that's number 1. 10 is going to be tough, y'all. Okay, the second release that I want to talk about is this. And you already know why I picked this. First of all, these YSL lip shines or shine lipsticks, these are the first shine lipsticks I ever tried. And I got 2 when YSL released one of their clutches for holiday. And I still have those same 2 and I still use them. And since then, I've gotten a couple more as well as some of the Candy Glaze lip shines. So they're changing the name to Love Shines and the formulation is going to be different. The Candy Glaze lip shines are going to be changing as well. And they are using a new fruit oil formula of passion fruit and fig juice extract. You already know I'm trying these. These are fruity. They smell really good. And so if you don't like those fruity fragrances in your lip balms or lip glosses products, you probably will not like these, but I love these. I like the Candy Glazes as well. And I'm excited about trying these. They're gonna be 20 new shades and available at the end of March. And I am very excited. The colors look so good, like these browns, these like nude shades, these are all right up my alley. So let me know your thoughts on these. At this point, anything that can wait until VIB, which is most things, I'm going to be waiting because the 20% off is going to be great. And then I do have a few gift cards for my birthday, so I would like to just go ahead and hold out if possible. That's release number 2. Number 3, Denona Myricks. We've got the Groundwork palette in Blooming Romance. This is something that I'm interested in purchasing. I'm interested in this one because unlike the Patrick Ta palette, I can use these creams on the face. On the eyes, I'm always concerned with the creams because of creasing. Creams always crease on me, but topped with a powder, it would be fine for the most part. The glosses, like the Huda Beauty glosses, those don't work for me. Those just evaporate and then leave the shadow and it doesn't look good. But I'm wondering how these would work with the powders on top. And then I could use some of these for blush. Do people use these on the, oh yes, eyes, brows, cheeks, and lips, $65. This is going to be available March 19th online at Sephora. So this is something that can wait until the VIB sale or the savings event is what it's called. I also know that Denona Myricks has sales on her site, so we really don't need to pay full price for this. This is not something I'm going to be getting to try to get my hands on it before other people do and review. That's not going to be what this is. This is something that I'm just interested in having for myself. So this is something I will purchase during the savings event. Let me know if you love the original Groundwork palette. I have heard so many great things about that palette. That was number 2. 3. Number 4, I'm gonna give to Haus Labs. Y'all, these 2 new blushes, the ones on the bottom, they are mine. I have all the rest of them. So yeah, that's where I'm at. Take my money. Color Fused Talc Free Blush Powder with Fermented Arnica. And the 2 new shades are French Rosette and Fire Moon. You can also tell that they changed up the packaging so that the outer cover matches the blush, which is great, you know, because you could just look at it and know which one you're getting. The ones that I currently have, you have to flip over and you do see the color on the back, but this is going to make the color that you're choosing more recognizable. But I'm here for those 2 new blushes. Very, very excited. So let me know. They're going to be $32. I will be waiting for VIB. I do have a review up of the blushes that I have, I believe. So there's no need for me to even try to get those before I can get them on sale. So let me know what you think about these blushes. These were one of my favorite releases of 2023. I just think the blushes are great. And for somebody who worries about like these pigmented shades, like watermelon, what was it called? Watermelon something, hold on. The Watermelon Bliss and the Dragon Fruit Days, those do not make me look like a clown. They are very, very buildable blushes, which makes them great for many skin tones. So I'm happy to see the shade extension here. I will be purchasing those 2 shades. That was number 4. I want to mention for makeup release number 5, this is from Urban Decay. This is called the Face Bond Waterproof Liquid Foundation. I think this is going to be a great release for the summertime because we're sweating, we're hot. I think people that have oily skin would really like this. So this has 40 shades. It is a foundation, serum, and setting powder all in one product. It has buildable medium coverage with a natural finish. It has 3% niacinamide. It has a setting powder to absorb sweat and oil. And it's supposed to last up to 24 hours. It's sweat and waterproof, and it has a patented precision dropper. I'm honestly interested in this. I don't need a foundation right now. I'm so in love with the Prada Beauty foundation. I can't believe that I have fallen in love with a matte foundation. And now I want to try the Dior Soft Matte. But that's neither here nor there. I think this is going to be great for the summer. I think a lot of people are going to be curious about it. I think 40 shades is a nice range. And let's see if we have the pricing. We don't just yet, but it will be coming soon. So this could be something that I purchased from VIB as well. It looks like I would probably be one of these, maybe 24, maybe, I don't know, but something around that range, because this is probably going to be a little too deep, the medium deep. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on that. I think that's a good release from Urban Decay because, you know, they don't really have much coming out. Nomad, that was number 5. Nomad doesn't count. I'm just letting y'all know my palette was sent out. I have no idea about the color story or about the place. I try, but I'm never really great at that. So I will have a video on that. That doesn't count for my releases. Number 6. I want to talk about this from Unearthly Cosmetics. This is going to be Spring Magic. So if you thought Fall Magic was awesome, I think Spring Magic is going to be awesome as well. This is a sneak peek. You know, I'll be either getting this in PR or purchasing this palette. I really love what Unearthly has been doing in the past year, and I just think they have really found their stride. I love the idea of this Spring Magic palette. So let me know your thoughts on it or what we've seen so far. I am very excited to see. All right, that was number 6. I do want to talk about this from Beauty Bay. I don't have any interest in getting this release, But I will say that if you were interested in Natasha Denona Xenon, if you were interested in the Ghostface palette from Glamlight, these palettes from Beauty Bay really give me those vibes and actually have more variety than the Natasha Denona Xenon palette, and the price is right. So we've got a 42 color smoky palette for $38, a 16 color palette for $20, and a 9 color palette for $15. If I had to go with one of these, it's hard because I like this bluey type shimmer here in the large palette. The medium palette does not have that shimmer, but they have it in a matte. I would pick the middle size because the 9 palette is not even giving me one shimmer. Not a one. Now, what would make them do the 9 palette all matte? That's what I don't like. You could have given one shimmer because all the rest of them have shimmers in it. Like I said, more variety than the Xenon palette, although y'all can't tell me nothing about Xenon. That is my baby. 42 is just OD. I can't do these big palettes anymore. Unless it's blends, that's really like my only exception now for the larger palettes. This is gonna be a pass, but I just wanted to mention it if you liked any of those color stories that I was talking about. So that was number 7. So we have 3 more. Let's see if we can narrow this down. Number 8, I would like to talk about the Nueva Vida palette in collaboration with Steph's Beauty Stash. I'm not interested in this palette at all, but I do watch Steph's Beauty Stash occasionally on YouTube, and I just wanted to share this and also to say congratulations, because I think that it is such an honor, like, to be able to collaborate with a brand. So I definitely wanted to say congratulations to Steph's Beauty Stash on this collab. I don't know much about it. The color story is a bit all over the place for me, and it does give you a variety of looks, but I'm a little overwhelmed just looking at this palette. It does look really pretty. Now, this launches on March 8th at 11 a.m. CST. She does have some looks now on her YouTube channel. Doodles by the Bunny did do the artwork for this palette, and Deandra Nicole did take this photo. So let me know what you think about this collab. The price of the palette is $52.99, and the code and you can save 10% using the code RADAR10. Number 9, I'm gonna give to Sydney Grace. I think this March bundle is really cute. Many of you know that I'm not buying singles for the foreseeable future. Most of my singles are Sydney Grace, so many of them. And so I did buy all of the monthly bundles last year, even though November and December are literally still sitting in the boxes. I never filmed those 2. They have not even been opened. But I think what I miss most about not getting the bundles are the stickers. So I love this because I was thinking March was definitely going to be something green. Look at the sticker, and it's not. And I think that is great. I love how, because I'm like, are they going to keep doing this? How are they going to top themselves every month? But they are definitely doing it. So we have a lip cream and then 5 shadows. There's no price here, but these bundles are in the $20 range, and they will not disappoint. So I'm not getting this, but let me know your thoughts. I do have a code, which is FRIZZFACE15. And, you know, I'm still looking to purchase from Sydney Grace. It's just they have to come out with something that I would like to purchase. The last palette that came out, the bridal one, it wasn't really something that I needed. I have Love's Journey. I have so much from Sydney Grace, and I felt like I was just starting to dupe myself a bit, like more than one time. And the fact that I don't use singles as much as palettes, I just was like, I have to cut back. But I still love Sydney Grace. They are still one of the best brands out here, and the quality is so consistent and so great. So let me know if you purchased the bundle. Number 10, it would either be between MAC, Too Faced, or Makeup Forever. The Makeup Forever, those are just eyeshadow singles. So that's a no. Too Faced, I don't feel like the Too Faced is really worth talking about too much. And I'm talking about it as I'm saying I'm not talking about it. Just because it's this whole Born This Way. I mean, we've seen these. There's a warm one and a cool one. And I don't think people are checking for Too Faced like that. So makeup release number 10, I'm going to give to MAC Cosmetics. This is the Teddy Forever collection, is inspired by the best-selling lipstick Velvet Teddy. There's a face palette in light and deep. There are lipsticks, lip gloss, there's a Locked Kiss ink, and there's a lip pencil and a gel liner. So let's look at these pictures. The face palettes are something that I'm really into, but I'm not sure of the last time I've seen MAC come out with a face palette. So let me know. MAC recently came out with some lipsticks and I thought they were really beautiful. So yeah, this looks kind of cute. I'm not getting any of it. So let me know your thoughts. And that's 10. That's 10 releases. I feel pretty good about how we did that. Okay, let me just bear with me, y'all. I'm gonna get better at this. Bobby, because I have to say that. I can't skip Bobby. Now Bobby Brown's coming out with some stuff. He's got these little trio eyeshadow palettes. Can y'all let me know, like, who buys Bobby Brown? I know that her face-based stuff is really good, but like, let me know if you're into the actual makeup from Bobby Brown. This looks like a summer collection, or maybe not. It's a Bobby Brown and Carrie Rosenthal collection. I don't know who that is, but I'm not going to be purchasing that. I wanted to also show these Estee Lauder lipsticks. And I was like, oh, I've never paid any attention to Estee Lauder. Was convincing myself about it when I filmed last night. Like, ooh, look at these colors. These are so beautiful. This is called the Sabyasachi. Anyway, I'm not getting these because they are, ooh, wait a minute. Oh, they're plated with 24 karat gold. So they're $63 because of that. I'm not going to be purchasing these, but I definitely wanted to mention them because I just thought it was something different and it really caught my eye. Nothing from Estee Lauder ever really catches my eye. I thought Fenty and ASAP Rocky were coming out with some type of collab or something, but I really think it's this. So that's a definite no. All right, we've got to cut off the makeup. So now I'm going to go into skincare, okay? 5 skincare items. We're going to start with this one, y'all, by Soap and Glory. Because we have the Fresh as Fig collection. We have body wash, body scrub, we have body lotion, and body butter. And this is all at Target. And y'all know I want to try this because I'm obsessed with figs. I'm obsessed with everything fig except eating them because I've only tried figs one time and I really didn't hook them up. And every time I try to buy figs, now I can't find them. So I need to get on that. But I think this might be cute. Let me know your thoughts on the Fresh as Fig collection. I feel like this video is still going to be long. It's a little more organized, but long nonetheless. I know. Skincare number 2 goes to e.l.f. This is a acne treating body mist. Now, I don't have body acne, but I can imagine that if I did, a body mist is going to allow me to just get to places a lot easier. I think this is a really good release. I've never heard of a body mist. So it's $12. It has 2% salicylic acid, 2% niacinamide, and it has a 360-degree spray. And you can even spray it upside down. So let me know your thoughts about this. It's currently available on elfskin.com and the e.l.f. app. I'm actually working with Marky. He's getting that little teenage acne. That might be something that he could even control himself because he does not like me using the pads on him, but we're really working to clear up his forehead area. So this might be something that I'm interested in for Marky. And you know, as he gets older, he might get some acne in other places where something like this would be very helpful. I'm gonna swap out one of my skincares for brushes. And we've got the Refer brushes here. And these, I believe, are, I don't know if they're on the concept store, but they're doing like the community testing because these are prototypes. And these are synthetic and they're supposed to be good for the liquid shadows and creams. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that these are the first synthetic brushes coming from Refer. and they are supposed to mimic the look and feel of natural hair. I would be interested in trying these. I'm not sure if I'm really going to get them. I do know I've seen some reviews, so let me know your thoughts on these. And then we got 4 and 5. So I wanted to talk about this release from Naked Sundays, which is a brand I'm not super familiar with, but they have several things, and I think Trend Mood has some more of the products. But what really intrigued me was this SPF 50 Cabana Clear Water Gel Serum, because it's clear. And you know, when we're talking about putting on sunscreen, a lot of us worry about having a white cast, or about it being too thick, about it not going well under makeup. So I thought this was interesting. It's a water-based gel serum with 0 silicone. And it also has hyaluronic acid, Kakadu plum, vitamin E and vitamin C, and it's $25. I don't know if I'm really gonna go to Naked Sundays and order something like this, but I'm very intrigued by a product like this. I think that's all I really want to mention from skincare. So what I'm gonna do is swap out my last skincare for another makeup, which is this Girl Scouts one. I just thought I'd share this one. I used to love me some Thin Mints. I thought some people might think this is cute, but it's just too gimmicky for me, and I just have not been really enjoying themed makeup. I don't use it beyond the theme of whatever season it is or whatever, and I don't know, it just loses its hype for me very quickly. But we've got some palettes, we've got lip oils, we have headbands and mascara, we've got a lip marker, a face highlighter, a canvas primer, powder puffs, press-on nails, and nail stickers. This is all coming soon to Walmart. So very affordable. I mean, it's definitely cute, but it's gonna be a cute pass. I'm all into the Thin Mints though.
Bathroom coming away. Pee on the loose.
Not pee on the loose. That's nasty. This is a pass, but let me know your thoughts. I think it's cute. I really like the, now secretly I like the Thin Mints headband though. I do like that a lot. Couple of restocks I want to mention before we talk about a couple fragrances. Oh, I forgot a palette. Well, let me know. Were y'all interested in this from Glaminatrix and Pretty in Pastels? Because I'm not. I'm actually wearing Natasha Denona Pastel today, and that's the only pastel palette that I need. So, definitely passed on that, but let me give you the information really quick. Y'all gotta bear with me on this new setup, y'all. This is gonna be available Sunday, March 2nd, 5 p.m. CST, $43. Okay, Radar 10 is the code. All right, that didn't count. Okay, couple of restocks I think people may care about. Twilight and ColourPop. This restocked on the 29th at 12 p.m. CST. Save 10% with the code BeautyCult. I'm really glad I didn't get this. I felt a little like, damn, I should have got it, but I'm really glad I didn't. And now that the restock is here, I'm over it. There's another restock from BellaBeauteBar. Here it is, Basic Witch Palette. This is back in stock. It is available now. You can use FRIZZFACE. Yes, FRIZZFACE 15, I think. I think it's just FRIZZFACE, actually. Jamie also has a code, and her code is Radar 10. I don't know how long I'm going to have my code with BellaBeauteBar, because I haven't done one BellaBeauteBar video, and I only have one palette, and I have not used it yet. And I got that one off Macari. So, Deverne Cosmetics. This is going to be the final restock of the Moth and the Moon palette, and it's a pre-order.
Make sure the pee and poop.
August, that's no. Yeah, let me know if you were interested in this palette. I did not purchase this one. I really don't think it's a color story I would really use beyond a video. So that's another restock. There's this one from Wicked Widow Beauty, the Resurrection palette, and then the Scissorhands 2 palette. I really wanted the Scissorhands 2 palette, but at this point, I'm not. The Resurrection pre-order is 6 to 12 weeks. It's $78. 6 to 12 weeks. I can't. No. And then we also have a restock and pre-order for the Deadly Rose palette from Clarity Cosmetics, which sold out. This is $30, and it's going to ship around the 14th of March, which isn't bad. That's in a couple of weeks. We have the Sephora Savings event coming. It's going to be starting on April 5th, and you see the different tiers here. So you know I'm getting my cart is already in process. So that's coming. And there's also going to be a change in the 21 Days of Beauty for Ulta. this is going to be called the semi-annual beauty event. So 21 Days of Beauty has just evolved into this, and this is going to be coming soon. I only have one of these today, so let's get into it. Because playing with Makeup by Yolanda, why do we need a 30 pan pressed glitter palette? Why? Let me know if you like pressed glitters, because maybe I'm giving pressed glitters a hard time, but I was just like, this is overkill for me. Yeah, I just feel like this is just too much. No. So that's my only you need to leave for this week. All right, let's look at a couple fragrances. By Rosie Jane has, oh, this is a sneak peek. Does that count? By Rosie Jane has a summer fragrance sneak peek coming up, so I'm really excited about that. Skylar, Water's Edge, limited edition, apple, cucumber, and water lily. That sounds very interesting. I probably won't get this, but basil leaves. Oh, I'm kind of interested in this. I guess that's number 2. I'm curious about that. I do want to mention that this fragrance, this doesn't count. By Killian, Blue Moon Ginger Dash. I don't like this one. I have a sample of it, and it gives me the Born to Be Unforgettable vibes. Not like the Coca-Cola scent, but I don't like this scent at all. I really don't. It's to me, it's leaning masculine. There's like a lemon ginger in it, but I don't really like that. So I just wanted to tell you about it because it's not a new fragrance, so it doesn't count. It is coming to Sephora though. I don't know why it's so late though. I just want to say this could leave too. I just cannot stand the shapes of these palettes. All right, fragrance number 3. There was one by Jo Malone, this one. This is the Ginger Beer. And my concern with this one would be the longevity, because I don't think that my concern with it is the longevity. The ginger biscuit doesn't last that long on me. We have top notes of ginger and cedrat, heart notes of ambergris and cinnamon. And then we have base notes of white musk, roasted oak, and vetiver de sable, sable. I don't know. I would like to smell this. $62. It is available at Selfridges, but that's something I would like to sample. That's number 3. Okay, no, I don't want to. Salty coconut. All right, let me see. I don't know if I want to mention that for number 4. Let me see what else we got though. This one from Born to Stand Out is called Mary Jane, and they're very interesting, and I think it's going to smell like marijuana possibly, and some other notes, and that's a sneak peek, so that doesn't count. I wanted to talk about this. Okay, I don't need any primers though. No. Okay, now let's stick to the script. This is interesting for fragrance. The Color of Pomegranate, and it's by Moth and Rabbit. All right, we have notes. We have pomegranate, accord, black currant, soapy note, and citruses. Heart notes of rose, damascena, absolute, black pepper, elemi, essence, incense essence. I don't think I would like this actually. I don't think I would like that. So that's a pass. Okay, last fragrance release, tag. Because there's one from, I might sneak one in. Chanso, Marshmallow Island, Extrait, Grapefruit, Raspberry, Pear, Marshmallows, and Violets. Yes, I would like to smell that. I would. Jamie 10 at checkout, okay? And they have pretty good sales. And then let's lastly just mention this one from Lattafa Perfumes. Just sneak that in. And this is called Assad Zanzibar. We have top notes of, I wanted to mention this because it's black pepper and sea lavender. And I was just really curious as to what sea lavender is. We have heart notes of salty coconut water and iris, and base notes of vanilla and incense. So very curious about that one. And I'm cutting it off there because watch the video, still be long. But it won't be over an hour. I'm going to make sure of that. So no, nope. Trend Mood. Okay, this must have just popped up. See, I don't spend a lot of time on the other pages. So we have a Cloud Glow Primer. So that's interesting. That's coming this month. Here are the rest of the products from the Naked Sundays line, but I'm really curious about that sunscreen that we talked about, the gel sunscreen. And then that's going to be it. Chic Profile has the Meteorites from Guerlain. These are new for spring. I've never tried the Meteorites. Let me know your thoughts on them and if you think they're too scented. but I've always been curious about them. So now we are done. All right, y'all. I don't know if that went any better for you, but it went better for me. I just didn't feel as overwhelmed or like, oh my gosh, I'm never gonna finish recording this video. I definitely saw some things that I'm interested in, and I did mention those. So if it's available at Sephora, my plan is to just hold out for the 20% off. It will definitely be worth it. And that's it. I feel like there's so many brands, indie brands and things like that. And the reality is I just cannot focus on all of them. They're all, I hate to say it, but all of those brands are just not relevant to me. And so I just want to try to stick with what I know and the priority brands instead of letting everybody through the gates. We can't do that. No, we've got to be choosy. And they're trying to get chose. It's going to really have to stand out, you know, for me to include it in these videos from now on. So let me know what you think about this format. I am definitely open to suggestions and revamping things, and I'm trying to do a lot of that. So let me know, be honest, like how you thought it went. The organization just felt a little bit better for me because I need that. I need that for myself. So even though it's just all fun, but I need the organization for me. So thank you so much for taking out some of your time and hanging out with me for another Mimosas and Makeup and Makeup Protection episode. I hope this was therapy for you. It always is for me. And until I see you again, make sure you're being gentle with yourself. Talk to yourself nice. Stay safe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.
Go.